Hello, welcome to Storytime with Sugar. Today we're reading Rose-Petal Place, Lily Fair Learns a Lesson. One morning in April, Rose-Petal was walking with her friends Sunny Sunflower and Orchid when they saw a sign that read, Dance Recital by Lily Fair. Do yourself a favor and come to Carnation Hall at noon today. Do yourself a favor indeed, laughed Orchid. Maybe I should do Lily Fair a favor and remind her that we've already seen 2 of her recitals this month. Now, Orchid, Rose-Petal warned, you'll do no such thing. Lily Fair loves to dance for her friends, and we all like to see her happy, don't we? I'd be happy with fewer recitals, grumbled Orchid, but I guess I'll go anyway. Good, Sunny Sunflower said. I'll go too, but we better hurry if we want to get everyone there on time. Pitter-Pat will help, won't you? Asked Rose-Petal. Pitter-Pat mewed in agreement and scampered off to gather their friends. At noon, Lily Fair peeked from behind the stage curtain at Carnation Hall. She was happy to see all of her friends there waiting for her to begin. She straightened her favorite blue leotard, took a deep breath, and danced on to the stage. While Lily Fair made movements of spring flowers opening and trees swaying in the breeze, Pitter-Pat snuggled up next to Rose-Petal and fell asleep. P.D. Centipede daydreamed about making the winning touchdown in the big football game. Tumbles, the hedgehog, turned to see how many people had come, fell from his chair, and scrambled back into his seat. The sound of Tumbles moving around caused Lily Fair to get flustered and stumble in the middle of a step. Orchid leaned over and asked Daffodil if the spring clothes had arrived at the bouquet boutique yet. Oh yes, Orchid answered Daffodil. You must come this afternoon and see our lovely pastel colors. Lily Fair glared at Orchid and Daffodil from up on the stage. Hush now, Rose-Petal whispered. I think Lily Fair's dance is almost over. It's about time, sighed Sunny Sunflower. Lily Fair imitated a sunrise, then bowed her head to show that the dance was over. Rose-Petal threw fresh flowers onto the stage while the audience applauded politely. Lily Fair asked timidly, Well, how was I? Very nice, Daffodil answered. To change the subject, she added, but I think you could use a new outfit. Why don't you come to the boutique and I'll show you our lovely new pastel colors. Oh yes, Lily Fair, Orchid added. I'm afraid that outfit could use some improvement, darling. I liked that dance better than the last one, Sunny Sunflower said. It was 3 minutes shorter. Lily Fair's face dropped. Rose-Petal took Lily Fair's hand and said, Sunny is only teasing, Lily Fair. It was a lovely dance. Do you mean it, Rose-Petal? Lily Fair asked. Of course I do, Rose-Petal assured her. In fact, I have a surprise for you. You give us so much pleasure with your dancing that I've written a song about you. Oh, thank you, Rose-Petal, said Lily Fair. Please sing it. Yes, sing it for us, everyone added, and they clapped to urge Rose-Petal onto the stage. Rose-Petal blushed slightly, then gracefully climbed on the stage. She sang, We love you dearly, Lily Fair. Thank you for the dance you share. You always make us feel so gay, and so for you, a big hooray. Rose-Petal's singing had never been sweeter. The audience sat spellbound by her glorious voice. When the song ended, everyone jumped up and applauded wildly, everyone, that is, except Lily Fair. Nobody had cheered for her the way they did for Rose-Petal. Tears rolled down Lily Fair's cheeks, and she turned and ran out of Carnation Hall. Look, Rose-Petal, Iris said, your song made Lily Fair so happy that it brought tears to her eyes. I don't think that's why she's crying. I'll go see what's wrong, said Rose-Petal. But at just that moment, Pitter-Pat started meowing loudly because she had gotten a splinter in her paw. Rose-Petal stayed with Pitter-Pat and helped pull the splinter out. She forgot about Lily Fair for the moment. Lily Fair ran to the far corner of the garden and fell down beside a rock, sobbing, It's not fair, it's not fair. You're quite right, little lady, croaked a voice from behind the rock. With that, Nastina crawled out, Horace Fly at her side. Leave me alone, Nastina, Lily Fair cried. Leave you alone? Why, I was just going to tell you that I think I can make you a star, but if you're not interested. A star? Lily Fair repeated. What do you mean? What I mean is this. My friend and I think your dancing is great. The tops, right, Horace? Huh? Oh, yeah, the tops, Horace Fly agreed. We heard that pitiful singing by your friend, Nastina went on. She doesn't have what it takes. You, on the other hand, do. But they all loved her song, Lily Fair said. Not her song, my dear girl, something else. Something you can get that will make you a star, too. What she has that you don't is simply this. A dress. There's something magical about the dresses she wears, and she's planning to wear an extra special one at her concert next week. Now, if you had that dress, it would really make people sit up and notice. Lily Fair considered what Nastina told her. Maybe it was Rose-Petal's beautiful dresses. After all, Lily Fair practiced day and night. Rose-Petal never did. Lily Fair followed a special diet and exercised daily to keep herself in shape. Rose-Petal didn't. Suddenly it made sense to Lily Fair. For once, Nastina must be right. What made Rose-Petal's singing so special was her beautiful clothing. Lily Fair was so upset about her latest performance that she was ready to believe anything. Do you really think her dress can help me? She asked. Surely it can, my sweet little one. You bring me the dress that Rose-Petal is planning to wear at the concert next week, and I'll show you exactly what I mean, Nastina promised as she hobbled away on her many feet. Nastina, do you really believe that it is Rose-Petal's dresses that make her singing so rich and beautiful? Asked Horace Fly. Fool, Nastina replied. Of course not. But when that silly little girl steals Rose-Petal's newest dress, it will cause trouble between her and Rose-Petal. And if I can stir up trouble with all the girls, they will be so busy fighting one another that I can take control of the garden. Then I can do things my way at last. Right, Horace? Oh, sure. Right as rain, Nastina, Horace Fly agreed. Meanwhile, Lily Fair ran to Rose-Petal's cottage. She couldn't just take the dress, that would be stealing, but if she only borrowed it, she could see if Nastina was right. She checked to see if anyone was watching, slipped into Rose-Petal's room, and found the lovely new dress hanging in the closet. She whisked out the dress over her dance outfit and ran back outside. Nastina and Horace Fly were waiting for her in the garden. Let's try it, shall we? Nastina said. Dance for us. Lily Fair did her spring dance, but she didn't feel as good as she had earlier. Wearing Rose-Petal's dress suddenly seemed wrong, and she almost forgot she was dancing until she heard Nastina cheering, Horace clapping his hands, and stomped his feet, yelling, "Bravo, bravo." When Lily Fair finished dancing, Nastina jumped up and cried, I knew it, that's it. It's the dress. Quick, take it off before it gets dirty. I'll take care of it for you. Lily Fair did as she was told. Nastina grabbed the dress from her hand and cackled. Why, thank you for your trouble. Now be on your way. Wait, Lily Fair cried. You're supposed to help me. Help you, Nastina laughed. Not a chance. The dress belongs to me now. With that, Nastina turned and hobbled away with Horace Fly following behind her. Lily Fair was frantic. She thought of 100 things she could do to get out of the mess she was in, but only one thing seemed right. She had to tell Rose-Petal the truth. Lily Fair found Rose-Petal talking with Seymour J. Snellsworth. Oh, Rose-Petal, she cried, I'm so sorry. Can you ever forgive me? Why, Lily Fair, Rose-Petal said, putting her arm around her. Whatever is the matter? Lily Fair sniffled as she told Rose-Petal what Nastina had done. It's all my fault, Lily Fair said. It's just that I wanted everyone to love my dancing the way they love your singing. I understand, said Rose-Petal. I saw you take my dress, Lily Fair. I knew you'd come to see me soon enough. I should have known that Nastina was planning to cause trouble in the garden. You know it was very wrong to take my dress without asking me, don't you? Oh, yes, Rose-Petal, it was a terrible thing to do, but I hope that you can still be my friend. Well, if I might say something here, Seymour J. Snellsworth said, Nastina has played quite a nasty trick. We all know that it's not the dress that makes Rose-Petal sing so beautifully. What is it, then? Lily Fair asked. Rose-Petal's singing comes from her heart, Seymour told her. Her singing is beautiful because she loves to sing. When we listen, we hear her joy and warmth, and it makes us happy too. How can I feel that joy, Seymour? Lily Fair asked. Ah, that's the easy part. Do your very best. It doesn't matter whether your dancing makes you a star. It should only make you happy. But if it doesn't come from your heart, it doesn't mean anything. I think I understand, Seymour, said Lily Fair. From now on, I will dance for the joy of it. That sounds wonderful, Lily Fair, said Rose-Petal. And being a friend means that you can forgive. Of course we're still friends. Rose-Petal went over to Lily Fair and gave her a big hug. Together they strolled back to their cottages to begin practicing for their next recitals at Carnation Hall.